I got dumped on a Tuesday by text. "Hey, I just think we should see other people. Take care." That was it. 2 years together, and he ended it like he was signing off an email to his accountant. Now, the old me, the one who felt things deeply and dramatically, would have spiraled. I would have overanalyzed every conversation from the past 6 months, stalked his social media with the precision of a CIA agent, and possibly, just possibly, cried into a pint of ice cream while listening to sad music. But not this time. Because the night before, in an unrelated rabbit hole of existential dread, I had watched a video on Stoicism, the ancient Greek philosophy about emotional resilience. And as I stared at that pathetic excuse for a breakup text, something clicked. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." And in that moment I decided I was going to be stoic about this breakup. No crying, no emotional outbursts, just complete, unshakable calm. Which is how I ended up sitting at my kitchen counter, eating cold pizza with the blank expression of a woman who had transcended earthly concerns. My best friend, of course, found this deeply suspicious. She called my bluff immediately, saying there was no way I could actually remain emotionless for an entire month. And because I am both stubborn and easily baited into challenges, I agreed to prove her wrong. That's how the breakup bet was born. 1 month, no dramatic reactions, no emotional breakdowns, no obsessing over Josh. If I cracked, I would have to drunk call him and confess my undying love. Failure was not an option. The universe, of course, saw my commitment to emotional neutrality and immediately decided to test me. The Instagram betrayal. 3 days later, I made the fatal mistake of scrolling Instagram. And there it was, Josh, my freshly minted ex, on a rooftop bar, with another girl, smiling, laughing, holding hands. Holding hands. Now, the old me would have spiraled. The old me would have zoomed in, examined timestamps, and possibly conducted a background check on the new girl. But stoic me took a deep breath and muttered, "I cannot control others. I can only control myself." And then, because I was fully committed to my new philosophy, I liked the post. Yes, I liked it. Because a truly stoic woman does not flinch. The pure horror on my best friend's face when she saw my name under the post was, admittedly, satisfying. But I wasn't doing it to be petty. I was doing it because I genuinely refused to care. At least, that's what I told myself as I threw my phone across the couch and went for a very long walk. The meet cute that should have been a meltdown. A week later, the universe threw me a curveball. I was at my favorite coffee shop, minding my own business, balancing my oat milk latte in one hand and scrolling through my phone in the other, when, bam, I collided straight into someone. And not just anyone. A tall, absurdly attractive man. And my entire very hot, very large latte spilled all over him. The old me would have panicked, apologized excessively, spiraled into awkward, flustered energy. But stoic me took a deep breath, stayed perfectly calm, and said, completely deadpan, "Fate clearly wanted you to have my coffee." The guy laughed, not a polite chuckle, a full, genuine laugh. And then he offered to buy me another one because, in his words, it was only fair. which is how I met Daniel. And despite everything, I accepted the coffee, because rational decisions should always be rewarded. A few days later, he texted me out of nowhere. "Hope you're having a coffee spill-free day." I had replied, "No casualties so far." And somehow, without me realizing it, we'd fallen into an easy back and forth. The final boss, Josh himself. 2 weeks into my Stoic era, my phone pinged. Josh. "Hey, can we talk?" I stared at the screen. For a tiny, microscopic second, I felt the pull, the urge to wonder why he wanted to talk, the flicker of hope that maybe he regretted everything, but then... deep breath. No, that's not who I was anymore. I wasn't a tragic heroine in a romance novel. I wasn't someone waiting for closure. I was a stoic. So, I typed back, "I don't think there's much to say, but I hope you're doing well." Short, neutral, no opening for a conversation. Josh didn't reply. But you know who did? Daniel. "Still up for that dinner you definitely weren't thinking about cancelling?" And that's when it hit me. I hadn't won the bet because I stopped feeling things. I won because I had stopped letting those feelings control me. That night, I went to dinner with Daniel, and for the first time in weeks, I wasn't thinking about Josh. I was just there, laughing, talking, existing, and somewhere between my second glass of wine and Daniel making me laugh so hard I nearly choked, I realized life moves on, not because you force it to, not because you pretend you don't care, but because you finally understand that you were always going to be okay. The moral of the story? Emotional strength isn't about suppressing feelings, it's about mastering them, and sometimes the best revenge isn't moving on fast, or proving a point, or making them miss you. Sometimes the best revenge is simply not giving a damn at all. The end.